Hi everybody, my name is Faizullah and now I would like to show you a small circuit that I built that represents my home's energy system. So here you can see the power supply and I put a voltmeter here that shows how much voltage supply that we have. And here I put an ammeter to show how much current is being used at a certain time. And since all the light bulbs, all the components are off, they're all switched off using the switch I have. Because they're all switched off, the current is zero. And since Fed Colorado simulator that I'm using does not have any other component than the light bulb, I had to use light bulb to demonstrate different kinds of home appliances such as water heater, AC unit, which stands for air conditioning unit, stove, fridge, and TV. But to differentiate all of them, I used light bulbs with different resistances. For example, this light bulb, which represents water heater, has only 9 ohms of resistance, while a TV, which is represented by this bulb, has 120 ohms of resistance. That's basically because water heater uses a lot of electricity compared to the TV, and since current and resistances are two different things, and inversely proportional to each other, I used significantly lower resistance for water heater than for the TV. So this was the quick explanation for how I built this circuit. And now I would like to show you three scenarios. So the first scenario is when everybody is sleeping and only the fridge is being used, which is represented by this bulb. So it has 120 ohms of resistance, and let's see what happens when we turn it on. So here our ammeter is showing 0.33 amperes of electricity is being used, which is quite low, right? So the second scenario I would like to show you is during the morning when someone wants to have a shower. So let's turn the water heater on, and fridge is being used because it's on 24/7, and someone wants to eat, so we have stove on, so we are cooking, right? So these three appliances are on, and here you can see the brightness of stove and water heater is comparatively higher than the brightness of the fridge. That's basically because electricity it's using is much higher than of the fridge. Yeah, so here in our ammeter we can see 9.22 amperes of electricity is being used, which is quite high compared to what we had during the night. And in the third scenario, I would like to show you what happens when all the appliances are on. So let's imagine everybody's at home, someone is watching TV, someone is having a bath, someone is, I don't know, cooking, someone is, what we have? Someone is chilling using AC unit. So let's see what will happen when all of them are on. Nobody cares about like standby devices because some of the appliances are switched on even if they are not being used. Some are on standby mode and are not being used. So let's see what happens when nobody cares and all the devices are on. Here in our ammeter you can see 12.89 amperes of electricity is being used, some of which is being wasted. So it's very bright. Like some devices are using a lot of electricity, and here you can also see that current is being driven very fast. It's moving so fast, which basically shows that a lot of electricity is being used. So what we can conclude is during the night only fridge is on, and therefore not a lot of electricity is being used. However, during the mornings some electricity, some devices are on, therefore usage is comparatively higher than during the night. And when all the devices are on, a lot of electricity is being used, some of which is being wasted, which costs quite a bit, right? So yeah, that was my demonstration. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for your attention.